What's going on, everybody? It's Kyler Soshawa here from Tech Supply, and we're bringing you guys another Black Friday themed video. This time it's going to be Black Friday deals. This isn't just Black Friday deals. These are like the deals leading up to Black Friday. It's kind of hard to capture just the deals for one day, make a video on stuff like that. But I'm going to try to show you the best deals that's going on right now, and that you guys can pick it up for yourself. Check it out. Okay guys, for our first deal here, we have the Acer Laptop Aspire. I've never actually bought an Acer Aspire, but I know they're pretty good laptops, just because Acer is a pretty decent brand. But it's rocking a Core i5 7th generation. It is 7200U, which is it's a weaker just a weaker processor, just because it's in a laptop version. But it does have 8 gigabytes of DDR4, which is pretty nice considering a lot of laptops that are going to be for like gaming and stuff like that. You generally want 8 gigabytes, and considering it is DDR4, that is pretty good. So it's rocking a 1 terabyte hard drive and an NVIDIA GeForce 940 MX. The 940 MX, it's not too bad of a card, but considering the price, it is $450. I would definitely buy this. I mean, if I was looking for a laptop that I was going to use for gaming, schooling, stuff like that, and I had a budget of about $500, I would probably buy this. I'm not going to lie. I would definitely pick this up. They do have another version for the 17.3 inch one. It does come with a SSD. That's 256 gigabytes, but it doesn't come with a hard drive, and it's extra $110. I probably wouldn't go for it personally, because the only thing that changed in it is just a bigger screen, and it's the same processor and the same graphics card, same amount of RAM. Only difference is that the hard drive is now an SSD, and it's got a bigger screen. I personally go for the 15.6 inch, just because it is $110 cheaper, and you actually get the full 1 terabyte of space. Because if I was going to buy a laptop, I wouldn't buy one that's got a 256 gigabyte hard drive or SSD. I would want a little bit more storage. I mean, if you wanted to, this laptop can be upgraded. Right here, I have a little thing here. It says upgrade as you wish. The compartment door allows you to upgrade your storage and memory as you see fit. So like this, I think you could probably only put one. That's what I'm just gonna guess here. That it's only gonna have one. Like, you can only have one hard drive or one SSD. So I figure it doesn't tell you if you can have two or if it's just one. But I'm just gonna assume it's just one. So yeah, I just go with the hard disk drive instead of the SSD because it is bigger. But this does actually have a lot of other things, such as a plethora of ports. Not too many laptops these days have a lot of ports, or they're not focused too much on ports. This one actually has a lot. It has one USB 3.1. It's a Type C port. Then they have USB 3.0, two USB 2.0s, an HDMI, Ethernet, headphone, speaker, line in, jack, then the Kensington lock. But yeah, it does have a lot of ports compared to newer laptops out there. It does have a 1080p resolution, which is nice. I mean, a lot of laptops these days do have 1080p, but considering this is under $500, some laptops for under $500 do have a 720p resolution. But this is nice that it does actually come with the full HD. So that is something to look forward to. Okay, guys, for our other product, I found this. It's a Mushkin enhanced Eco 2 16 gigabyte kit of RAM, two 8 gigabyte sticks, so it is dual channel. It is DDR3, so just be aware of that. And it's 240 pin. So, thing I like about this is definitely the price. $105. It comes to about like $57.50 for 8 gigabytes of an 8 gigabyte stick, which is actually really cheap considering. I'll look back here. I'll go to this back page, and there'll be RAM here as soon as it shows up. But a lot of the RAM that shows
available is 130, and that's $70 for 8 gigabytes. Then 142 or 144, but this is DDR4 and stuff like that. But still, here's some more: 160, $204, 164, and then you see this. It's Mushkin. It's more of an off-brand, but at the end of the day, it still gets the job done. I mean, it's just RAM, so you don't really need anything like too fancy. But if you're looking for an 8 gigabyte kit, and you're looking for the low, $105 is definitely really cheap. The sale does end in 3 days, so you got till Friday if you actually wanted to get this. But something I also didn't know about these guys is that they're also engineered in the U.S. If you care about that, hey, there you go. It is DDR3 at 1600 megahertz, so there is that. I mean, that's not too slow. I mean, I have 16 gigabytes at 1600 megahertz, so and my stuff runs just fine. These are low profile. This is low profile RAM, so it can fit in almost any case. It can fit in under almost any cooler. So not only that, but it is probably one of the cheapest 16 gigabyte kits of RAM that I've actually seen so far. But if I find more deals and stuff like that, I'll let you guys know. Moving on to the next thing, we actually have another 8 gigabyte kit of RAM, or we actually have more RAM. This is only an 8 gigabyte kit instead of 16, and it is by the same manufacturer, Mushkin, so that is pretty nice, I guess. It's enhanced Silverline 8 gigabyte 240 pin DDR3 RAM, clocked at 1600 megahertz. So at $57, this is 50 cents cheaper than the 16 gigabyte kit if we were going by gigabytes. Or it'd be actually $1 cheaper if you were getting 2 of these, but okay, that's really weird. For a single 8 gigabyte kit of RAM, it's $57. But if you go to 16 gigabytes, 2 8 gigabyte kits or sticks, then it's $301. So, boys, you better start packing up and buying that 8 gigabytes. I'd rather buy like 4, 5, 6 sticks of this 8 gigabytes instead of buying this, because no one wants to pay $301 for 16 gigabytes of RAM. So, yeah. And by the way, guys, this probably just glitched. I'm pretty sure it's not actually $301. Or at least I would hope that they don't sell this brand of RAM for $300, because that'd be ridiculous. If you're looking to pay $300 for RAM, you'd probably be looking for like a 32 gigabyte kit or something like that. For 8 gigabytes, $57 is really nice. I would consider picking this up if I was looking for more RAM and stuff like that. Considering that how RAM is getting really expensive nowadays, I remember when I built my last computer, I probably spent like $60, maybe $70 max for 8 gigabytes for RAM. So, and now that almost anything's like $70 plus for 8 gigabytes, it's really hard to find decent RAM for a cheap price. So, and $57 is something up my alley. Okay, guys, moving on to our next item. We actually have a monitor here, which is pretty crazy considering how most monitors are about $100. But surprise, surprise, this one has $10 off with the promo code. It's a limited time offer. Sale ends in 2 days, so on Thursday, guys, you can't get it anymore. But $80 is pretty cheap, considering it is 23 inches IPS panel with 5 millisecond display at 75 hertz. So, it's better than 60 hertz and 5 millisecond delay. That's not too bad. I'm pretty sure the monitor I'm running has a 5 millisecond delay. Yeah, it is Energy Star qualified, and you get 1 year parts and labor. So for $80, not only if it breaks, you get 1 year for parts, and they pay 1 year worth of labor. So that is pretty good. I remember when I bought mine, it didn't come with any sort of warranty whatsoever, for free anyways. But this one does, which is pretty cool. I'm pretty sure this does not come with built-in speakers, which is kind of a sad thing if you guys wanted built-in speakers. But yeah, so it does not come with built-in speakers. That is the downside to this. If you guys already have like a stereo system or something like that, then this probably isn't going to be a problem. But if you did want something with built-in speakers, I would recommend
the Asus, like, let me see if I can find it here. Asus monitor with built-in speakers. No, we'll go. Did you find it? No. Okay, lowest price. I don't like buying anything that says refurbished because there's a big chance that's not going to be working. So I don't mess with anything that's refurbished. It's nothing I would look for. But here it is. This is actually the monitor that I had here. It's 21.5. I'm sorry, guys. I was giving it too little credit. It's a 21.5-inch monitor. 5 millisecond display, and this does come with built-in speakers. They're not the best speakers, but it is built-in, and it's still the same price from when I bought it about 2 years ago. So if you guys did want something with built-in speakers, it's $100, but this isn't a deal by any means. You know, they've probably had the same price for well over a couple of years. So if you did want something newer, a little bit fancier, just doesn't have built-in speakers, then I'd recommend going with the LG monitor that I have over here, which actually does have 15 more hertz, so crank up the frames, bro. If you're playing some cool games, and it is an IPS display, so that is really nice. Okay, guys, for our next daily deal on Newegg, well, it's not a daily deal, but it'll be a Black Friday deal on Newegg here. It's actually $10 freaking dollars for this keyboard and mouse combo set if you use the $15 rebate card. If you're gonna build a computer, you might as well use the rebate cards because then it'll give you money towards either a monitor or like something else with the computer if you wanted to upgrade it in the future, or if you just wanted, like, you know, the speakers that we were talking about earlier. If you bought that monitor, it didn't necessarily come with a rebate, but $15 is pretty nice considering that most speakers that you're gonna buy for a computer is about $20, $30. I mean, you can probably find one for like $15. So literally, if you buy this, you get some speakers for free, which is pretty nice if you're looking for a new keyboard and you just bought a monitor, you know, and you're buying all this stuff, you know. So saving an extra $15 is actually pretty big, and $10 for a keyboard and mouse combo set, that's normally $30. And yes, this is the actual price. It is normally $30. It's pretty crazy. I mean, my brother actually has the blue Cooler Master keyboard, this one exactly, and he loves it. But this one, see, it's $30, but it's $20 after the mail-in rebate. This one, yeah, well, this one's $10 too. The red one and the blue one are both $10 if you use the rebate. Green LED, $30 or $20. But yeah, blue or red is $10 with the rebate card, which is actually just astounding. I'm actually pretty dang surprised that they're willing to sell these or let these go for about a measly $10. So. I do know this mouse. It is pretty. It's not that heavy, but it is pretty heavy compared to like the mouse that I'm using. Mine's like, I think it's the Corsair Strafe or something like that. I'm not sure what this mouse is, but okay, guys. Moving on to our next deal, we found the Rosewell Glacier series. It's 500 watt power supply. It is modular. The good thing about this is $35. Not only that, but with the $20 mail-in rebate card, we were talking about the rebates earlier. With the $20 mail-in rebate card, this comes down to $15. So if you're looking for other items, you know, like we were discussing earlier about, like if you wanted new speakers or something like that, this is $20 towards your new speakers or your CPU or something like that. So, you know, $20 is actually really big. If you actually wanted to save $20 or put $20 towards a better part or bettering your computer, that is definitely what I would recommend, because 500 watt power supply for about $15 is really hard to come by unless you're going to get a power supply that you know is going to blow up in a month. I mean, if you're going to buy a power supply for about $15, 9 times out of 10, it's probably not going to work very well. But this is a really good brand. It is Rosewell. You know, they always make quality stuff. Not only that, but it is modular too. I mean, you can see it right here in this picture. You know, it is modular. So it is really nice. It says it's SLI and Crossfire ready. I wouldn't recommend having a 500 watt power supply if you're going to do SLI or Crossfire, but I mean, it says that you can. I mean, that's kind of up to you if you wanted to risk it, but
I definitely wouldn't. And it is 80 plus bronze certified to deliver over 85% efficiency. That is crazy. 80 plus bronze certified for $15 and 500 watts. I mean, I'd pick this up now if I needed a 500 watt power supply. To be honest, that is crazy. I take that rebate and I boom, boom, boom. I start stacking cash real quick. But that's a really nice price. I would definitely buy this if I was looking for another power supply. Okay, guys, coming up next, we're actually gonna have a computer case. This is the Rosewill Nautilus. It is a mid-tower ATX mid-tower case. There's no rebate on this one, so I know you guys don't always want to use the rebates and stuff like that. But considering on Amazon you can get this case for about $50, this is nearly about 50% off. So that's pretty crazy. Considering it is Rosewill product, you know, good brand, stuff like that. If you want a good quality case that you know is gonna last, it does come with some LED blue fans. Of course, you're a gamer. You want to have those LED blue fans. Everyone knows you gotta have them. If you don't, then you're a chump. No, I'm just kidding. But to be honest, I don't have any LED fans, so I'm a chump. But yeah, Rosewill, $25 for this case. It's really nice. It is really nice. If you're looking for about the $25 to about $40 budget, definitely look into this. Considering this is a pretty roomy case, it wouldn't be too bad for cable management. If this is like your first time building a computer and you're really worried about all my cables gonna fit my case, this is pretty big. As you can see here, there's definitely a lot of space inside the computer that you can just use to stuff all the cables wherever you want. I'm just kidding, but yeah, there's a lot of room in this case. Not only that, but for $25, you also do get to see. You know, it does have a side panel, so if you're like, oh, I gotta have this cool case and it's gotta have a side panel, you know, I don't want to spend anything over $25. Bam! Here you go, boys. $24.49. Side panel, blue LED fans. Check. Job done. You don't need anything else other than the side panel and the blue LED fans. Boom. You know, to be honest, all I care about are the fans. That's all you need. Blue LED fans. Perfect. Guys, this time we have another keyboard here. It's $49.99 for a Corsair Vengeance K65 compact mechanical keyboard. The thing that stood out to me about this is that it has Cherry MX red switches, and for about $50, really hard to find Cherry switches that are actual Cherry switches. And considering this is Corsair, I'd give it one hell of a deal. I have a Corsair keyboard. And mine cost me about $150, and considering that you can buy a Corsair keyboard with Cherry MX switches for about a third of that price. I mean, mine does have RGB, but this one doesn't. But nonetheless, it is still pretty cool. I actually really like this. This is called a gunmetal for the keyboard color, anyways. But I actually do really think that's really nice, really unique. You don't see too many keyboards out there like this. I mean, a lot of keyboards are really standard nowadays. They just come, you know, black. Or, you know, like this. But I actually do think this is pretty cool. It does have some different keycaps, like here you see the WASD are gray, and then the arrow keys are gray too. This does not have a number pad, so if you're looking for a standard size keyboard with a number pad, this probably isn't for you. I know you can buy one at like Walmart, something like that. This is actually really nice, considering this is really high quality. You know, it's made by Corsair, so you know it's a good product. And $50. Wow, that's crazy. Yeah, $50. If this was Cherry MX blue switches, I'd put in my credit card information immediately, and I definitely buy this. All right, guys, that's going to conclude it for today's video. Hope you guys did enjoy it. I know all this stuff can be found on Newegg and stuff like that. I'm pretty sure there's more deals. If you keep searching, you keep looking, you know, you'll find more deals for more stuff. I really want to try to find you guys like a CPU or something like that at a really good price, but I really couldn't find anything that I'd recommend at a good price. I mean, a lot of stuff I see is just like standard price, maybe $5 down. I mean, if you're looking for like a processor, you know, I wouldn't consider $5-10 off a good deal. So, you know, maybe tomorrow or something like that. Maybe on Black Friday, maybe Cyber Monday. Maybe leading up throughout the end of the week, there'll be better deals on CPUs and hopefully better deals on GPUs. But
today mainly all I could find is like deals on keyboards, some RAM, good monitors, stuff like that. Okay, guys, if you did enjoy this type of video, please be sure to leave a like. If you didn't like it, dislike. If you want to see more future content, please be sure to subscribe. This has been Kyle, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.